Hello everybody, it's Anne from Stampin'Up. Welcome to another card making day here in Simcoe, Ontario, where I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you live in Canada and you don't have your own demonstrator, you can shop with me. You can reach me at StampsNTea@gmail.com, or my demonstrator website is StampsNTea.stampinup.net. So first of all, I need to say thank you for all the well wishes. I had pneumonia for about 3 weeks now. Getting much better now. I can actually speak. So thank you for all the well wishes and the get well cards and everything. It was really nice. It was very much appreciated. So what do we need to get out of the way? Yes, if you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's called StampsNTea, and it's all card making and card making supplies and crafts. So let's get on to today's project. It's Halloween this week on Thursday, and yes, I'm a little bit late to the game, but I'm doing the best I can. So we've got a quick project with a new stamp set called Potions and Spells, and I'll turn the camera down and I'll show you what we're going to use to make the project. So this is the bundle. It's called Potions and Spells. It's stamps and dies. Lovely little Halloween set. Got lots of nice stamps in and lots of nice dies. Everything you see on here has a die on the inside, except for the sayings, of course. But we're going to make a quick little project today, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So we have this piece of pumpkin pie cardstock. It's 4 1/4 inches by 3 1/4 inches wide, and we're going to just move that. We're going to score this at 3/4 of an inch. Am I looking here? 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to turn it around, turn it over and score the other side at 3/4 of an inch. So we've got 3/4 of an inch scored down each side. We're going to turn it this way, and we're going to score it at 1 3/4 and 2 1/2. 2 1/2. There. So if you look, you can see we have a score line and a score line there, and a score line there. Let's put this out of the way. I'm going to take some snips. In a second, we're going to score everything, all going the same way, all scored, see, to the inside. There and there. All right. So we've scored everything. We're going to cut on these little short lines here. Just cut to the first score line and cut to the first score line, and then I'm just going to notch that piece, just a little wedge out of there, just to so my other pieces can sit flat. So it looks like that. Can you see how I've just taken a little V out of there? And this is just a quick last minute Halloween project, just to put some candy in for the kids next door. Get rid of those pieces. So now if you look, we're going to make a box. We're going to turn the sides up and in. That one needs a little more trim. There. We're going to bring the sides up. We're going to bring this up like this, and this piece up like this, and we've got a little box made just like that. Alright, so we're just going to put some I'm just going to use Tombow right now because it's what I've got on my desk, and normally I would use two-sided tape, but I can't see it in front of me, so we're just going to pick this piece up and stick that side down, give it a press, pick this side up and stick it down, There. And then on the inside of these pieces we'll put a little extra. Bring that up and bring it around. And just make sure it's kind of square on the bottom, because you want it to sit nicely. There, so we've got a little box that we've made. So we're just going to put that to one side for a minute. We're going to do a little bit of stamping. I have some Memento black ink, and I'm going to stamp the cauldron here. Okay, I'm going to use basic grey cardstock, and I'm just going to stamp this cauldron twice. Everything I do I'm going to do twice except for the box. I'm just going to make this a little tic-tac holder, and it's just going to look the same on each side, because that's about as much as I can manage today. So where's my stamp? Here is my stamp. Oh, I don't like banging on that glass. I'm going to stamp this twice. Once, twice. That's okay, we'll make do. Nobody will notice that. All right, so we've got that stamped. Now, in the dies, where am I going here? In the dies, you have extra dies. We're going to cut all this out on one plate. This is my cauldron. Here. We get that lined up. Whoops, maybe if I turn it the right way it'll line up even better. There, and I'm just going to tape it down just so it stays. Now I've got 2 cauldrons to cut out. I've also got some scraps of pumpkin pie, moody mauve and wild wheat, and I'm going to cut out this piece here and this piece here. They make a nice broom. These 2 are little potion bottles. So everything I'm going to cut out twice. Okay, I'll be right back. We just see we've got this, and I've got some extra parts here. Let me show you my broom and stuff. So this is the little round potions bottle. This is a different shaped bottle. This and this make the broom. Okay, you just have to glue the stem of the broom, or the broom handle, to the back of the broom. I'm just going to do that with a little bit of liquid glue, because I just need a little bit on there. Where's my mat? Here it is. Okay, let me just move that up there. I'll just bring this in so you can see what I'm doing here. Liquid adhesive here. So, whoops, let's go the top on this one. So I'm just putting a little dab of glue on the back of there, like that. Not too much, because this is a really small piece, this broom handle. I'm just going to hold it down for a minute till it dries, and I'm going to make another one, because I said I'm just making this box the same on both sides. Broom handle again. There. So I've got 2 brooms. Let me just set those there to dry so you can still see them. I'm going to take a blending brush, just an odd blending brush. I'm going to take a little bit of Memento ink. Just dab it on there, and I'm just going to brush this around the outsides, you know, just to make them look a bit grungy. Just there. You don't have to be too careful, but you don't want to make a mess either. There's 2. Here's the orange one. there, and I'm going to rub a little bit over the cauldron as well, just because I want it to look, you know, a little bit grungy as well. I shouldn't really be doing that on my mat, but never mind. There, just give it a little bit of around the outside. Clean off my brush, a little bit around the outside again. There, that'll do for that. That's all we have to do. Now let's put this all together and make a little treat for somebody. So we've got two of everything. Let me take this mat out of the way because I don't want to glue on there. All right, so we've got this little box, and I'm going to put it's going to hold some Tic Tacs when we're finished. So the box just fits the Tic Tacs nicely. That's not going down. It's hitting the little ledge on the inside. There. So there's the Tic Tacs in the holder. Okay. So let's just put that to one side. We're going to take a cauldron, just one of the cauldrons. I'm going to put my glue on the box itself. Okay, so I'm putting my fingers inside. And I'm going to put a cauldron on here. Now I want the cauldron to stand on its feet, so I don't want to put the box right to the bottom. So I'm going to just sort of line this up over the box, just so that I can't see any of the orange sticking out here. Okay, give it a good press. Do the same on the other side. Lots of glue, it's not hurting anything. Same with the cauldron on the other side, and try and line it up over the first one so that you can't see any of the orange sticking out. So then we're just going to decorate this. We're just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back of the broom here. Pop a broom on there. Got a little potions bottle. And another little potions bottle. Just going to give them a press to make sure they're down firmly. Turn it over. We've got another broom. Gonna put that down as well. And then a potions bottle and a potions bottle. Oops, let's turn that over. Another potions bottle. Stick that one on there like that. So there you've got a little treat box. It holds a Tic Tac container. I can get it in straight this time. There it goes. So there it is. There's your little Halloween treat. That's number one. Just stands up like that, all by itself. So there it is. That's treat box number one. The next one is another very simple little project. Takes 5 minutes to make. And we're using a really old stamp set for this. It's called Hallow's Night Magic. and I really couldn't tell you how old it is, but it's old. So let me just set that one up there. We'll get to this one. This is going to be a little gift bag. This paper is from the Halloween scrapbook set, and I thought it was nice paper for making just a little Halloween treat, you know. So let's bring in the cutting board again. So you've got a piece of DSP, and it is 11 inches by 6 inches, so it's half a sheet of paper wide this way, and it's cut down to 11 inches this way. And I'm going to score it carefully because it's DSP, so don't score too hard, but you're going to score it at 2 inches and 4 inches this way. Now you're going to turn it around just a half turn, so you're cutting on the long edge, scoring on the long edge, and you're going to score at 3 3/4. And I have to say, the lines on this paper are not straight lines, so it does throw your eyes off a little bit. So we're going 3 3/4, 5 3/4, and 9 1/2. There. Now you can see the score line's a little better on this side. So we had 2 inches and 4 inches, and then we turned it and put it in the this way, and we scored it 3 3/4, 5 3/4, and 9 1/2. I just want to check that second measurement. Did I do 5 3/4? Yes, I did. Yes. So 3 3/4, 5 3/4, and 9 1/2. Now we're going to turn it over so we're looking at the side that I can see the score lines on. We're going to give it a quick fold and just burnish it lightly. Don't burnish it too hard because you can tear your cardstock. There and there, and here, here, and a little one here. Right, so now we've scored, we've burnished. We're going to cut away. We're looking at the top of the paper. This is how the paper is going to sit. This is the top, and we are going to cut this piece out and this piece out. We're going to cut them away completely. There, and this piece, and this piece, so this is what we're left with. We're now going to cut from the outside edges to the center, on the center, to the first score line on the center score lines, there and there, and I'm going to notch these again. It's always easier if I turn it over because I like to cut to the right. I don't know why. Probably because I'm right-handed. There and that, and I'm just taking like a little sliver off each side. And we're going to do this side. Oops. There. There. So we've got all these little pieces notched out. So this is what we have. Okay, this is the inside of this gift bag. It's a gift, a little bag. So I'm going to take my corner rounder and I'm going to round the corners on the top piece. There. And there. I'm going to take this piece, turn it around, so now I'm looking at the outside of the bag, and I've got some dies. I've got some layering circle dies, and I'm going to cut out the 1 3/4 inch circle. That's sort of the smallest circle in one of the sets. Okay, I'm going to put it up sort of closer to the top of the fold here. You can see where, like, this is going to be the front of my bag, so I'm putting it up there almost to the fold, and I just need a piece of tape to hold that. Now I want to keep this piece because I'm going to use it. I'm also going to take a scrap of orange cardstock at the same time. I'm going to take the smallest die from the other set of circles. So you've got 2 sets of circles. This larger circle here is this one, this smaller circle is this one, and I'm going to punch out a piece of orange cardstock to stamp my sentiment on there, and I'm just going to go right over to the cut and emboss machine, and then I'll be right back. Right, so I've cut this circle out, and as I say, I want to keep this circle because it's going to be my label on the front of the little bag. So let's just set that there, put the die right back on the card, and I have a little orange circle here that I cut out of a scrap of pumpkin pie. There, put that die back on the card that way. Alright, so we've got some early espresso ink here, and we're going to take this little label or circle that we cut out. Let me see, where's my stamp set? Here's my stamp set. As I see, it's an old stamp set. I'm going to use this little stamp here that says "Open if you dare." This one, yep, that's it. And I don't need my brown foam mat because this has got its own little bit of foam on the back. We've got an orange circle there, and I'm going to just stamp it in early espresso. Early espresso often looks quite black, and it will do for this. So "Open if you dare." There we go. I just wipe that off, put it away, and we're good to go. Alright, so this is going to get glued onto here just as a little label. So I might as well do that now. Turn it over, give it a little bit of, whoops. Just putting it off center there. And I've got a little hole punch here, and I'm just going to punch a little hole in the corner. Alright, so let's put the bag together. So the bag is quite simple. We're looking at it, this is face up, this is the outside of the bag. Where I cut the hole here, I'm going to put a piece of window film in there. So I'm going to cut this piece of window film. It's about just a little over 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and it should cover the hole. So I'm just going to find some very narrow 2-sided tape here, put it around the hole, just enough to hold the plastic here, the window film, and this is going on the inside of the box, of the bag. So I just put a little piece of tape around 4 sides there. Peel the tape off, or the backing off the tape. Come on. Get a little press there and then pick the end up. There we go. Pick this little piece of window plastic up and just lay it over the hole, making sure you're not covering any of the parts of the bag that need to fold. You know, you need to fold these in and you need to fold this up, so just make sure you're not covering anything and stopping anything from folding in. Let me just get that adhesive off there. I just went a little wide with the adhesive. Right, so now we're going to turn it back over. We're going to take the two-sided tape again and we're going to put it on the two this is really the bottom flaps of the bag, so we're going to rip that off there and there and there. Now this is where you need to be a little bit careful. When you put your bag together, you want the open edges to be at the back. Okay, you want it to look nicely finished on the front. Just get rid of that piece there. So we're going to put the other pieces of tape on the top two, up beside this little flap. We're going to put them on the top two pieces going this way. So we've got two pieces going that way in the centers, two pieces going this way on the top of the bag. Just trim that excess piece. One more piece. Go in this way and trim it again, because we don't want any little pieces sticking out. Okay, so now we're going to peel the tape from these little pieces, these little short pieces here. 1, 2, I'm going to do them all at the same time, 3 and 4. Right, and we're going to tuck this to the inside of this piece. We're going to tuck it to the inside of the piece that's got the tape on the outside, and you're just going to try and line them up nice and square. You don't want them to be out of whack. There, and then you tuck that piece in and you're going to line it up again to the bottom edge, just nicely reaching the bottom edge. Give those pieces a good press to make sure they're down firmly, and then you're going to take the long pieces of tape off. This is going to fold up here like this nicely again, holding your box. Line up your bottom edges there. Give that a good press while you can still get your fingers inside. Do the other side. There. There. Bring this piece over and just lie it down nicely along the bottom edge. And it should, if you hold it just a little bit firmly, all line up nicely. So now you've got this little box with a hole in the front, a little flap that's coming over. So to get it to sit nicely and so that the flap that when it comes over fits, you're going to turn it on its side. Mark a little mark about the center just with your thumbnail, and just fold your box in like that so your edges meet, and you give it a little pinch, and you do the same on this side there, so that when you fold it, you can give it a good squeeze, because it's quite a strong box. This piece is going to come over like a lid like this. Now this is the hard part. You're going to take your hole punch and you're going to line it up just anyway, and you're going to punch a hole, and you really have to squeeze tight. Okay, you're going to put 2 holes in here. There, they're not even, doesn't matter. You're going to open up the box and you're going to have some candy eyeballs here, and you can get about 12 in the bag. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see, 11, 12. You need it's you don't want to fill it so full that you can't get the box closed comfortably. I think it fits about 12 eyeballs, which is great. And then you need a little bit of ribbon. Now I've got some black ribbon here. It's not Stampin' Up ribbon, but it's very narrow, so it's going to work well for me. And I'm just going to cut off, I don't know, you shouldn't need more than about 8 inches, I don't think, but we'll be generous there. And I'm going to find my pokey tool, because I just think it's easier to thread through if you can sort of get it started and then you poke it through with your pokey tool. Okay, so I'm just lying that end over the hole and giving it a little push there, because it's very, very thin ribbon. Doing the same on the other side, lying the end of the ribbon over the hole and then pushing it through the hole with my pokey tool, which didn't quite work that time, just until you can get hold of the ends there. And I'm just going to pull it up and lie it flat. Give that a good crease with my fingers. Remember, before you tie your bow, to put your ribbon through your little label as well, and then just tie this in a nice bow. There, and then I'm just gonna give that a little turn and snip my edges. Just cut the edges of my ribbon on an angle. So let me just scoop everything off to the side. We've got 2 little Halloween treats here. This one holds Tic Tacs, this one holds, I think they're not eyeballs actually, I think they're little bat faces or something, but there you are, 2 simple little treat holders for the kids for Halloween. There we go. The one has eyeballs in it and the other one has Tic Tacs. 2 lovely little treat holders. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.